What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Oh No, It Done Broke Again. Nah, I'm just joking. I like my truck. It's all right. Look, things happen. But in this episode, I do want to show you all something. Recently, over the weekend, I was going out of town and my the tire pressure system light came on. I think that's what it said. But I basically knew what it was. I was like, oh man, one of those sensors went out. Never had an issue with it before, but all of a sudden it just decided to go out. So I'm gonna show you what the light looks like on the dashboard, and I'm gonna show you how I fixed it. All right, so that's what the light looks like right there. That's the light. When that comes on, and the vehicle was telling me, hey, I'm having an issue reading the tire pressure in this particular tire. In my case, it was the right front tire that was not reading. It'll either be solid or it'll be flashing in your vehicle, but that's typically what the light looks like. So I knew I had an issue and I wanted to fix it. So this is what I did. Also, I forgot to mention that this is also the message that I got on the dashboard. It said to service the tire monitor system. So like I said, I knew it was one of the sensors that was giving me an issue. All right, y'all. So I called, first of all, my mechanic, the shop that I normally take the truck to when the job is too big for me or I just can't figure out what's going on. And they gave me a quote of $109 to replace the sensor. I mean, if you got $109 just sitting around that you want to spend on the sensor, go for it. At least you don't have to do the work, right? But I decided, hey, it's got to be cheaper than that. It has to be, right? So what I did was I went on Amazon, and you can do the same thing. Go to Amazon for your specific vehicle and get the TPMS sensor. That's what they call it. It's a tire pressure monitor sensor. It's a TPMS. The sensor I got was $12. Yep, you heard me. It was $12. Yep, it sure was. So I thought, hey, I'll get the sensor. And then they said something about programming it. Well, there's two different ways you can program it. I'm going to show you. What was that? Just flew by me. Ooh, I thought that thing was flying to take me away. Anyway, there's two different ways you can program it. I've seen some people program the tire sensors by basically turning the vehicle on, going through the steps that I'm about to show you, and they'll let the air out of the tires. I didn't want to do that. They'll let the air out of the tires until the horn honks, and then they just refill the tires up. Or what I did to make my life simpler, I went on and just purchased the programming controller. What do you call this thing? A relearner tool. I think that's what they call it, a relearn tool. That's what it's called, a relearn tool. So basically, you're basically relearning all of the sensors on the truck or your car, whatever you have. And this was $10. Yep, believe it or not, this tool was $10. That's right. So let me show you how you do it. So at this point, we come in, turn the key to the on position. All my lights are on the dashboard. And then I'm going to press the lock and unlock button at the same time. I'm gonna hold those down, lock and unlock at the same time. And notice the message on the dashboard. You see it says tire learning active, and also the horn beep twice. So now we're gonna get out the truck. Yeah, close the door softly. And all you do with this tool, one button on here, I hold mine just below the tire stem onto the tire. Push the button and hold it. You see the horn beep once. Just let me know that one's done. This light was on, telling me that we're doing that tire. I forgot to mention that. So now it's telling me to come over to the passenger tire. This light is on. Let's do the same thing. Passenger tire, just above the sensor. We'll hold it on the tire. That's where I held mine. Hold the button down. It beeped again. Now we'll go around to the back of the truck. How do we know that it's ready for this wheel? Look back here. This light is on. This one is not. So it's telling me that this is the wheel that we're programming down here. Same thing. Put it right on the tire, just under the stem. Hold the button there. Beeped again. Now, what is it telling us? Let's walk around here. This light is on. So it's telling us we need to do this tire. Same procedure. Hold it just below the valve stem. Hold the button down. That's it. So when you finish, you notice how it beeped twice? Let's get back in and see what happened. We'll turn the key off. We'll turn our key back on. Let's just start it. Ah, the light went off. Did you see that? So cool, so cool. So let me tell you a few more details. All right, so like I said in the beginning of the video, $109 is what I was quoted to get that replaced. So like I mentioned already, I just went on Amazon. The sensor was $12. The tool was $10, so we're what, $22 roughly? Now, like I said, mine was the passenger front wheel. And how did I know that? Because when I went through my menu, at least on this vehicle, when I went through the menu, you can tell, you know how you can read the different pressures of each tire on the going through your menu. That was the only tire that was registering with 2 lines, basically saying, hey, there's nothing reading there. So that's how I knew that that was the tire, or the wheel rather, that was actually the sensor was acting up. So I bought the sensor, then I turned around, got the relearn tool myself, roughly, like I said, $22 into the job. I did not replace that sensor myself. What I did was I took that tire, I drove my truck over to a tire shop, just an off-brand tire shop, no fancy name brand tire shop, just one of these little side places. And I just told them, hey, I just need to stick that sensor in the wheel. And they charged me $25 to stick the sensor in. They didn't program it, but that's just to replace the sensor, because I knew I had the tool already. So I had them to do it for $25. So you do the math, the $25 plus the $10 plus the $12. That's my total, folks. That's my total. I come in what, under 50 bucks. So I saved myself quite a bit of money doing it that way. And the longest part was literally just making the time to go to the tire shop to get them to put the sensor in. And once they did it, you saw how fast I was able to program it. Literally, that didn't even take us a minute, did it? I don't think it took a minute, to be honest with you. Just walk around to each tire, and that's all you do. So that being said, I'm gonna tell you something else about that light. The light that comes on the dashboard. Here's the thing. You don't have to fix it. Yes, I said it. I said it, okay? You do not have to fix it. You don't. Look, I don't like lights on my dashboard, okay? I don't want that thing lit up and it's just like, oh man, there's another sensor. There's a check engine light. There's a this, there's a that. If I can help it and if it's cost effective, I'm gonna go ahead and fix it. So I figure, hey, if I can go ahead and fix this thing and it's just gonna cost me a couple dollars, then guess what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it. But that being said, you don't have to fix it. I'm being completely honest, you don't. That is a nice thing to have, you know, when that system is working, because you can tell how much air pressure is in your tires, especially if you live in one of these climates. Now, we're down here in Florida. You see I'm sweating now? Oh, it's hot down here. Woo. But if you live in one of them climates where it's like extremely cold and you want to check your tire pressure without getting out there beside the tire and all that snow and ice and checking your tire pressure, hey, yeah, that's a nice thing to have on the dashboard that's working. But if you have a tire gauge, you can get out there and check the air yourself. That's all it's doing. It's just telling you when there's an issue with your tire pressure. If it's low, it's going to tell you. That's all it does. That's all it does. If that light stays on your dashboard, it's just going to stay lit up on your dashboard. It will not cause a problem, okay? But that being said, like I said, I wanted to fix mine, and there's no doubt if you're watching this video, you probably want to fix yours too. Easy peasy. I'll just recap the steps one more time. All you do is get in, turn the key to the on position, hold down the lock, unlock. On this GM vehicle now, this is on a 2008 Cadillac Escalade. Hold down the lock and unlock. If your vehicle is different, then you'll have to, you know, search and figure out how to actually get yours into the programming mode. But all I had to do was turn it on, lock and unlock. The horn will beep twice. Just get out, grab my relearn tool, go to each wheel, hold the button down. And if it doesn't activate like in the first second or so, keep the button held down. Keep the button held down, because on 2 of my tires, I had to hold it there, and I was like, maybe this isn't working. But it actually was. I just had to hold it there for a little longer. On one of them, I think I held it probably 6 or 7 seconds, to be honest with you, before it actually beeped and let me know that, oh, okay, everything's programmed. So just go to each wheel and do that. And again, follow the lights. Follow the lights. On this one, it tells you each light, whatever light is lit up, that's the wheel you need to go to and actually program. Because if you do it differently, then you're going to mess everything up. It's not going to be right in the computer. So anyway, that's it, y'all. That's literally it. The TPMS sensor and the relearn tool from Amazon, roughly $22. That's about all I paid for it. That's it. That's it. And just the price to get it installed. So if you have any questions, please drop it below. I hope that helps out. I really hope it did. I really, really hope it did. So if you like it, y'all, please like, subscribe to the channel. We'll hopefully see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.